I'm here with the great longtime San Francisco Supervisor Aaron Peskin, also a colleague on the San Francisco Bay Restoration Authority on wetland restoration. Aaron, you've worked with Senator Feinstein longer than many people. What are your thoughts about her contributions?
Oh, I knew her personally, but as the last several days have gone on, there's almost no aspect of San Francisco that she has not impacted. And everybody thinks about her as a United States senator and global politics and our entire country, but she really never stopped being the mayor of San Francisco. It's kind of funny because she must have been in D.C. and she would read the Morning Chronicle.
And she'd call you probably.
Yeah, and you would get calls over things that were remarkably minute. You'd always, I'd scratch my head thinking, like, wow, this person has other things to do, and she's tripping on, something she read about some local issue, and sometimes she would call to be laudatory, sometimes she would call to tell you that you're doing everything wrong and that you should vote a different way. But there's really no aspect of San Francisco that her fingerprints are not on, from the restoration of the cable cars, the largesse that she got from the federal government for this city, from cleaning up the Hunters Point shipyard to money to restore the historic boats at Aquatic
And she
Park.
laid the foundation for our work on the San Francisco Bay Restoration Authority and Measure AA with her support of wetland restoration.
Yeah, she was also actually a big environmentalist. She really took the mantle from then Senator Cranston, and whether it was national parks all over the state of California, Death Valley is a national park because of Dianne Feinstein. The wetlands that she found funding for restoration in the Bay Area is remarkable.
You must have one favorite memory.
Hey, Tim.
Everybody knows you. You must have one favorite memory of the senator from.
Well, I maybe shouldn't tell this story, but a long time ago, about 20 years ago, then Mayor Brown went on a trip to China. And when the mayor's out of the country, or out of the state actually, they have to appoint a member of the Board of Supervisors to serve as the acting mayor. And he made the mistake of appointing the bad boy of the Board of Supervisors.
That's you.
No, it was Chris Daly. Daly.
Oh, yes.
And Chris Daly, with all of the powers and authority of the mayor, made an appointment to the Public Utilities Commission, which could only then be reversed by the Board of Supervisors, because he was the duly appointed acting mayor. And Dianne Feinstein called me up and she said this was without precedent, it was a constitutional crisis, and I had to vote to reverse the decision. And I said to her, well, Senator, with all due respect, if my memory serves me, she had once appointed a supervisor named Terry Francois many, many years earlier, and he fired her police chief. And she was silent at the other end of the phone. She said, yes, that's true, that did happen, but I rehired the police chief the next day.
That's a great story. That's a great story. What do we say? It's always great working with you, man.
You too, John.